today's location pairing with chapter 1. I'm gonna go ahead and get me some coffee. Lion coffee. It's a part of the construction culture. Get some coffee in the morning, probably get some. But for me, I gotta have some hazelnut creamers before we head out. We're gonna be we got a good drive today. Gonna head to the job sites. Typically, at the minimal, 1 day a week, I want to head out to a job site. And job sites, usually about 3 to 5 projects running. Get my eyes on it, check everything out. And I'm gonna have you join me on the drive. Because unfortunately in Hawaii, the drive is long because we got horrible traffic. But where we're going today, we'll be going over a highway called H3, and it has beautiful views. And we're gonna go enjoy the appreciation of where we're at. Let's do this. A lot of people wonder, hey, how come you don't have a truck? You're a contractor, you're a builder. I used to, but my position now, and I do a lot of quality control. Tesla on the island, sun all year round. I have solar at the house. It's the most cost-effective and efficient. And I like it. I like my Tesla. I thank God for it. You know, times get rough. We always got the sun. And hopefully we got coffee. I need to start a coffee field. So I always have coffee. And then we should be good. All right, let's head to the job site. Living here 25 years. The biggest challenge has always been how to fight traffic in the morning for us tradesmen. You know, we get up at 4:30, 5 a.m. sometimes just to try to beat traffic, get to a job site early enough to where we'll end up waiting for an hour, but we'd rather wait at the job site versus sitting in that traffic. Nowadays, as an owner, I wait till traffic dies down about 9 a.m. and then head over to the job sites. Traffic usually breaks when you can get off the main highway on the south of the island and head to the windward side. Windward is the side of the island that faces the trade winds. And when you take H3 highway, there's only 3 highways, H1, H2, and H3 on the island. As soon as you take H3, there's like typically no traffic, and you have the most beautiful, amazing drive. This highway, I'm not sure when it was built, maybe the 80s. It's about 15 miles long, $1 billion to make, and it literally drives through the mountains to get to the other side. Like, you don't want to drive off of H3 because you got a, 100-yard drop. But man, just driving through the mountains, you know, this is the inspiration for chapter 1, just meditating on God's grandness, his artistry of the earth. And, you know, when you think of Hawaii, you think of the ocean and certain things, but the mountains are unique. They're the island's own, man. They're beautiful. And, you know, this drive in particular, it's not long. We just got on H3 just now, and we'll be through it in about 15 minutes or so. But it's one of those things, it's like going through a car wash. It's like a cleanse of stress and these little problems you think you have, and you're just surrounded by God's grandness, just showering you of how big he really is and how not insignificant our problems are, because they're not to him. He cares about every little thing, but just reminding us he's the big guy, the big guy upstairs that's got us. So, early in the mornings, I love, especially when I was in my hands-on carpentry days, this drive in particular, and then going to the ocean and just having some meditation time before I hit the job site was very typical process, and just sets the tone for the day. Either I'd get into devotion, or I'd write some poetry to God, or I would just meditate, listen to the music, and just appreciate his amazingness. I have, when I had the kids, me and Tiffany have the kids with us when they were younger, and now we do it with our grandkids. But there's a tunnel they had to blow out straight through the mountain. Maybe you can catch it coming in. And as the kids knew we were approaching this tunnel, we all would hold our breath as soon as we enter the tunnel, and you're allowed to breathe once you got through it. So of course, as a dad, I'd slow down in the tunnel. And the beautiful thing about this drive is when you come outside the tunnel on the windward side, it's so luscious and green, and it's where all the rain hits, and it's just amazing. Here we go. And then boom, back to daylight. You just get refreshed, just meditating on, who he is. As a builder, I build things, I build houses. I've been a part of managing the building of projects, quality control. I've done it from ground up and from management up and ownership. So understanding all the aspects, from even estimating and closing out, everything involved in building something, and the appreciation of what was put into it. I would never look at a house and say that thing was just there. I understand the involvement, the creation process, the design process, everything that goes into, creating and crafting that home. And then when I look at the mountains, the island, the ocean, the earth, man, the trees, the fruits, the animals, even the little insects, to how our human body operates. There's a grand artist, man, crafting all of this together and allowing it to breathe and live and operate just perfectly positioned Earth, orbiting the sun. And I mean, it's just like, as a builder, it'd be a very ignorant and kind of dumb statement to say that somebody didn't craft, design, and breathe the life into this. And so it's always a great reminder every morning, these mountains. I don't get to do this much, but since we're vlogging and location pairing, do a little stop, get out, look at the mountains, and embrace its grandness. Sometimes you just got to get out in front of it, and just look at its depth, look at its man, the Hawaii mountains are just so unique, you know. It's like, you know, it just makes me, builds me with strength and courage that if my God can paint something that big, man, my little problems, the little issues that come up just in business or in life, just, I'm reminded of who he is, you know. And so these are good moments where we can just take and just meditate on them and just let the grandness hit you. Builder of all things.
All praise to the Father, to the Son, to the Spirit. You're the one. Hope you hear it. He's the one. Washed in the blood. To the Father, to the Son, to the Spirit. He's the one. Hope you hear it. Washed in the blood. To the Father.